Okay, I just wanted to go over a few of the details and reminders about working with Google Slides for this project. So you're looking at the screen that I'm going to kind of walk you through a few quick strategies here. So first of all, I've got my picture that I selected from some movie stills on IMDb. You could also go through Wikipedia. You could go through just general image searches for your film, for characters, particular scenes. You could even do a screenshot if you wanted to, which remember, if you're working from a Chromebook, it's a control shift, and then you're picking that middle option on the tab bar at the top that looks like a screen with two parallel lines next to it. If you're not, you might check and see what works with your phone or what works with your tablet or whatever you're working with. So let's say I've got my screen. So here's how I'm going to work with a basic shot. So I'm going to call up a blank slide, and I want that background picture to be my shot. So I'm going to go to background. I'm going to choose an image, and then I will look at my Google Drive, and I will find the image that I want. Okay. Um, and that's what I'm going to use for kind of my background picture here. So here's a nice one. We'll just pick this one, and it's chosen, and there it is. Okay, now that fills up the whole slide. You can also go in, if you like, and just use a picture and just stretch it, go off to the sides and kind of move it around until it fills that whole picture. Just be aware, depending on the size of the picture, it might affect how it looks on screen, how it's stretched. All right, so from here, I want to drop in some boxes, because this is what I want to do in this assignment is I want that iconic scene, but then I want to have some explanation about like what makes it so important. Why is this frame, why is this shot important? I want to be careful when I go to this second slide. This is my explanation slide, that I'm not merely just going with plot summary. I don't want half of this or more of it to be an explanation of what happens in the film. Instead, I want you to talk about why this scene, this shot is important, how it connects back to other things. And as you read through this example of Cool Hand Luke, you can see that I'm talking about other instances in the film to try to prove this claim that Cool Hand Luke is some sort of Christ figure. And it's an image that keeps being reinforced over and over again. So look at the example. That should be a good help for you. But then how do I put these images in? And I want to maybe frame them with some background so that they pop, because this is a rather dark picture. So I need to have some way to make those stand out. So I'm going to go to my image that I have on my background. This is my shot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my shapes, and I'm going to choose a shape that I think will work for me. Let's pick this cube, because that's kind of a nice little shot. I'm going to put that cube right here. Okay. You notice it comes out gray. I can adjust like the shading and the size and basically the dimensions of that cube. Um, I want to change it. I want to fill it with something that stands a little more. So I'm going to make it orange. There, that definitely pops with everything around it. And then I want to put a text box or some kind of picture inside there. So I'm going to go to my text box. I am going to insert that. This is my text box. And I can write my text in there. I can change fonts. I can bold it. I can enlarge it. I can change the font nature of it. I can do all that kind of stuff. Then I can begin to move these things around. Um, you could also, if you wanted to, fill the inside of that text box with something gray that stands out. Okay, so that's basically it. And then what you've done in your final slide is you've given some little explanation of what happens or what's working, why that scene is particularly important. This is the information, like in here, that should be explained in your larger paragraph. All right, if you have trouble with this, please send me an email, and I'll get you some more information, or maybe we can work through some kind of Zoom. All right, hope it's going well.